Are you using sex to escape reality? What are you trying to escape? Loneliness, emptiness, unworthiness, the void? What are you trying to escape? The darkness inside? People use different methods. There are those who will use drugs, alcohol, food, movies, sex. People use different ways to distract them from the thing that's eating them inside, be it the void, the emptiness, the unworthiness, the depression, the isolation, the loneliness, the darkness, whatever it is that is consuming them from the inside. Which is your coping mechanism? Which is your escape path? Mine used to be sex. I used sex to escape my unworthiness and loneliness. And guess what? It brought more loneliness. It made the void bigger. It made me feel more unworthy until I started falling in love with myself again, and I stopped feeling lonely. I stopped feeling empty, unworthy. What are you searching for? Affection, love, someone to see you, someone to hear you, someone to feel you, someone to be there for you, comfort. What are you looking for? Yeah, I know most people will say money. Even money makes you feel a certain way. What does the lack of money make you feel? Fear you cannot survive, fear of death, fear of poverty. There's always an emotion behind every agenda. Whether you're looking for money, whether you're desperately looking for money, desperately looking for affection and love, desperately looking for comfort, there's always an emotion behind that. Yes. And that is why you develop different coping mechanisms and escape methods. Something really struck me, that our lives are directly linked to how our 5-year-old selves, 6-year-old selves, 7-year-old selves interpreted the world, interpreted their situation at that time. Let me put it into perspective. Yesterday, my entire day, I was super conscious of everything that was happening. And at one point, I got super frustrated about something. And my normal way of dealing with that is suppressing it, because I was with my mom, suppressing it and not expressing it. But yesterday, I decided to express it. I expressed my frustrations and I said everything that was inside me. And she was there for me. And we found a solution together, and we laughed about it, and we felt good about it. And I realized I've always said this thing. My mom was not there for me emotionally, which is true. But guess what? When I was 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, at some point in my childhood, I interpreted the world this way. My mom has a lot. My dad has a lot. They're struggling with a lot. I don't want to add on to that. And hence, I kept my frustrations, my anger, my negative emotions to myself. I suppressed those emotions because I didn't want to add on to their problems. And I grew like that. And all those years, I claimed my reality, which was my mom was not there for me emotionally. But that is how I interpreted the world when I was a child at some point in my childhood. And that interpretation made me suppress. Me suppressing made me feel alone and unworthy. Feeling alone and unworthy, no one was seeing into me, no one was feeling into me, no one was hearing me, no one was comforting me, no one was validating me, no one was there for me. I looked for it in other people through sex, which made me feel more unworthy, more alone, more depressed, not seen, not heard, nothing. I wanted other people to want me so bad. I was looking for love and affection, but at the same time, there was this interpretation. I didn't want to be a burden to others, so I closed myself off. And you can see how that would be painful, because you want affection and love, you want to be open, but you're closed off because of an interpretation you made when you were 5, 6, 7, somewhere in your childhood. And I was like, whoa. So what are you trying to escape? Why are you using the method that you're using? Is it helping you? Because I can tell you, the reason I'm obsessed with sex, let me put it that way, is because as much as it was my escape method, I've gotten to a place I want to learn about it. I want to know more about it. And the more I know about it, and the more I'm also practicing self-love, and the more I'm not doing it because I need love and affection in someone else, I'm doing it because it's pleasurable to me. Whew, it's becoming super, super, super intense. And when I'm not having sex, I'm using my sexual energy for so many things. Creativity going up, my feminine energy going up, how I experience pleasure, be it sexual pleasure, be it just pleasure, life pleasure. Just, it's on another level. It's becoming intense. How I experience my food, my shower, how I experience touch has become intense. So ask yourself these questions. Self-reflect, introspect. What interpretations do you carry around as your reality? Look at things with a different eye. Yes. And if you use sex to escape, it's going to get to a place where you feel more miserable. And the more you're doing that, the more you're wasting your energy, your creative force. So honey, look at things with different eyes, with fresh eyes. It's hard, but it's not impossible. Have a good time.